What's up, everybody? How you all doing? We're back again with another one. Hang on, we're back again with another one, and today we're checking out Nightwish. It's called Romanticide, and I'm doing a full analysis on this video. I know I have reacted to this before, so this is not like a first time reaction or anything, but what I didn't do before when I first reacted to this years ago is I didn't really dive into like the story of what the song's about, or I didn't really go into depth about what the song was about. I just went off like, oh, this how it sounded and how it made me feel and stuff like that. But I didn't really dive into it as much as I probably should have done, actually. But with this Nightwish series that I've been doing, if you may have noticed, if you've been following the channel, is that I'm doing a series, and I'm just trying to do my analysis and sort of break down the song and the story and the structure and everything. I mean, a more in-depth review of it. So that's what I'm doing with this Nightwish series. So yeah, do go to Nightwish's YouTube channel, give them a like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff, because supporting the artist is what this reaction is all about. So without further ado, let's dive in. Let's get it. So straight away when those guitars come in, that electric guitars and that sound, already just immediately just gets you hyped, just gets you pumped up. You know what I mean? So to say that, like this song, just even the title of the song, like Romanticide, it's like taking like two words like romance and suicide and putting them together and you get romanticide. But I'm sure you already knew that. But well, that to me, what that word means, like romanticide, is like it's like the killing of an ideal, like romantic love. So especially like in rejecting a relationship that's become very like toxic and very destructive. It's just, I think this is such a great concept, and that's what Nightwish do. They tell great stories, and and I love the whole construct of that. This is like like the meaning, like the word. Oh, excuse me. The word romanticide, like I think this like just literally means like the death of romance. Like the frustration and bitterness towards someone that feels like betrayed, exhausted, and like you're just done with it. You're physically just done, and mentally and emotionally, and you just can't deal with it anymore, and you just want out. Do you know what I mean? It's just what a song, what a song. Sorry, but that solo was just just incredible. Fucking, that was just just a piece of incredible musical genius. It really is, and and just the whole I think some of the core themes of this song is like empower, and then also like the detachment, like the empowerment and detachment of of being so exhausted with a toxic relationship, and just and then just trying to to reclaim their independence, their identity, after being used, abandoned, and just mistreated, and just being treated like shit, basically, and I think and it's just trying to reclaim who you were, because because you've had like your self-worth, your self-esteem, your everything just basically just drained out of you through a toxic relationship, and it's just what I mean, and it just and it's just trying to and then you get to the point where you can just you finally escape and you get out of that toxic relationship. You've actually physically just done with it, and then you just like you're right, and then you just want to try and reclaim back like your identity, your self-worth, and your and your independence again, and be back and try and put yourself back to the person that you was before this, like the toxic relationship, and just to rebuild who you are again. Because toxic relationships is fucking shit, man. It really is. Trying to tell me how you feel, or trying to tell me how to feel. So it's like the sense of being like controlled in a toxic relationship. That there's a sense, and a lot of toxicity just comes from insecurities on the toxic person's side. It's all about insecurities. At the end of the day, that's why people are fucking toxic, because they're just they're so insecure. They just it's terrible. It's a terrible way to be. It really is. Because I think also it's like this song is also like sort of just reflecting on the the critique of idolized I idealized like romance, like the notion of perfect like romantic love and the pressure to maintain it, presenting a more dark and more realistic emotional response. It's just incredible. I like how Nightwish can just take the songs, to take those concepts that that are just to deal with real life, and to take those concepts and be able to break it down into to write a song about it and to break it down into words, and then and put music behind it, and and make it a fucking such a great song, and make it's I love the way the structure of the song. I love the songwriting, and also I love the performance as well by Nightwish. They're such great performers, whether it's Floor Jansen, whether it's Tasha, Annette. It doesn't matter who the lead singers are. They're just great performers, and they make great music, and a relatable music as well. Because we can all relate to toxicity at some point in our lives. We've all been through it, whether it's the relatives, whether it's a relationship, as in like a romance, or it's a relationship with relatives. Whatever the case, we can all sort of relate in some way. Do you know what I mean? And I also just love musically and lyric, like especially musically, and the songs like it's aggressive. There's a hint of like sarcasm there, and also about defiance. A sort of vent, and also like a venting of anger. And closure, a venting of anger and closure, rather than just sorrow and feeling sorry for herself, like feeling sorrow, like helpless. It's just like more like tell it, like get you to be strong and be defiant through hard times, and through difficult times, like a breakup of a relationship, or a relationship that's basically on the verge of collapse. I just find it just what a concept, and it's so relatable, and it's beautiful. Also like with Thomas is the primary songwriter. Is like his writing style is just phenomenal. He writes fucking such great songs. No, and I think we've got to fucking show that man respect, absolutely 100%. It's like because he write it's like it writes about like personal disappointments, lost relationships, conflict between idealism and reality. It's just because I think in it as a whole, the song is like "Romanticide." It's about like rejecting a love that has become harmful and reclaiming one's emotional stability. You know, it's just quality. It's just it's I don't know it just gets me choked up because I'm just so, you know, the more like I listen to the song and I'll start to understand it and what the song's about, the more appreciation I have. The more appreciation I have for the song and the structure of the song, and you know what I mean. And the more I can, you know, I enjoy it a lot more when I know what a song's all about, and you know, and it's just cool. That was phenomenal. That was absolutely phenomenal. You know, it's a great. It's a fantastic song, and you know, and I think that, you know, to be able to write about, you know, toxicity in relationships, whether it be romantic or with relatives or whatever, it's still relevant, and it's you know, just the the killing of, you know, just romantic love, like basically romantic love dying, and it's called like Romanticide. I love that title. It's just so what's the word, like it's so perfect for to describe really like a toxic relationship, romanticide. You know, romance, suicide. You know, basically staying in a toxic relationship is basically suicide, basically. Um, but I think that overall it's fantastic. It's really well put together. Nightwish done a great job with that, putting that song together, and also done a great job performing it as well. I think that was absolutely amazing. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to Nightwish if you haven't already. Supporting the artist is what his reactions are all about, and that's the most important thing. So yeah, until the next one, guys, be safe, be healthy, have a wonderful day. I'll see you very soon. Thank you very much for watching. Bye now. Cheers, peace.